go back to my query earlier on the definition of cyber and the enumeration of punishable acts, cyber crime offenses under Chapter 2, particularly Section 4. The question now, for example, illegal access, the intentional access to the whole or any part of the computer system without right. Now, that is considered a cyber crime in this bill. The question now, what if that access was made without without using the internet? You simply go to the computer. Because under this definition, it appears to me that it does not distinguish how the access was made, whether it was made by physically going into the computer or using internet. In my opinion, Mr. Chairman, cyber presupposes access to the internet and not just attaching a wire, for example, into somebody's computer, but using the internet. That to me should be the governing factor here, that the internet was used to have access to the data. For example, if I have a computer or somebody has a computer, and then because of certain access, maybe a warrant, they found something that may be a crime per se, illegal document. Or somebody accessed the computer, illegal access. Would that be a cyber crime or simply stealing data?
The point is well made, but I think when we talk about cyber crime, and this is when you're asking for the definition of cyber, my appreciation of this was that stealing or manipulating data, whether it be done over the internet, whether it be done over the cloud eventually, or whether you physically go into an office and tamper with what's there, should be covered by this particular act. I think, and this is the point that Congressman Golez is making. Masyado tayong we fell in love with that cyber term, honestly. When in fact what we are talking about is this entire slew of potentially illegal technical crimes, or technological crimes that we're talking about. Because once you start defining cyber, it would depend on which era of technology you're in. Had we not been going through the internet and doing this through mobile phones, and if we become very specific, mobile technology lang, 4G lang yan, eventually, and this is what we're seeing, eventually people are not gonna be watching their entertainment or their news from a television. It's all going to be on the computer. So that's what I'm getting at. In the absence of any law relating to the physical tampering of data, if I were to go into your office, fish for credit card information the old-fashioned way, I would like to think that this law covers that as well. So hindi lang yung over the internet, hindi lang yung over mobile cellular technology. The data is electronic in nature, and I think that is what I believe that is what the law is trying to get at. The nature of the data that is being stolen, manipulated, etc., etc. It is actually electronic.
Another thing, Mr. Chairman, I think the NBI can confirm this. The FBI has a program or an activity. I think they call it carnivore, or maybe it has evolved into something else, but originally it was carnivore. FBI. That it has the capability to intercept communications that use certain words, for example, bomb or something related to terrorism, without, of course, the permission of the one using it. And all of a sudden, if you're in the US, you might find your apartment surrounded by FBI operatives. Or another would be, well, in Section 4, it addresses both illegal access to protect the one having the information and illegal interception also to protect. Illegal access would be going into the computer system. Illegal interception will be intercepting, just like what the FBI is doing, with or without permission for the one transmitting the information. Of course, they have their own laws to justify this, but I understand that the capability is transnational, even extraterritorial.
So there are 3 countries in the world